We touched on this in the Internet of Things episode, but I wanted to get a little bit more in detail of the surveillance state pros and cons. Let's discuss.
This is United Aholes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
Welcome back to Area 41, the Panopticon's favorite spot on the internet.
Is that ISIS album?
Yeah, it is. It's an ISIS album. It's also a term. Anyway,
What's it mean?
all-seeing eyes. You're being watched. It's a watching machine. The Panopticon.
A washing machine?
Washing machine, yeah.
Can you
We
use
should
it
make
in
a washing
sentence?
machine called the Panopticon.
Oh,
You just cover it in cameras, so it watches you do the laundry. It watches you wash.
I just heard of a word called
I did say watch.
panopticon. I just used it in a
Wash.
sentence.
You should. So we're talking about cameras.
Yeah, well, we talked
Surveillance.
about the Internet of Things and the security issue, but we never actually talked about the surveillance state of all the cameras. One of the biggest ones right now is the Ring doorbell, getting very popular in the homes, so that it can
So a lot of them now.
You sell a lot of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got motion sensors on them, so you can watch people steal your Amazon packages.
cool.
And then police use them because they're public-facing cameras. They can be used without.
Oh, if somebody came by your
Warrant,
house,
yeah.
then they'd know where they were at a certain time. And,
Exactly.
Okay. So can they come to your home and ask for the footage and you have to give it to them? Or,
Not right away,
okay.
but most people do.
Oh, I mean, I would
Right.
if it
They're
were,
helping
you know.
to solve a crime.
Right. But they don't need a warrant to
Maybe.
record what's happening because it's a public-facing camera.
Yeah. Huh, cool. Right
But a
on.
lot of people are upset because it's adding to the surveillance state.
Yeah. That's
mindset.
usually the people that are doing things that they don't want to get caught.
wouldn't say that.
that's a slippery slope.
I keep hearing
Oh,
that.
and that's
I
why
keep,
they don't want the cameras around because they're on that slippery slope.
I keep hearing that whole thing of like, well, if they can do this, or
If you've got
if you're not
nothing
doing
to
anything
hide,
wrong, you don't need to worry. And most of the time I go, yeah, I don't see an issue with that. But then where does the next step where people are worried about it, even if they're not doing something wrong, where does that come in? Where's the worry there? I still don't get it myself. What are we scared of?
When should we be afraid?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like
I
they keep,
think
I'm in the same boat as you. I really don't.
all it takes are malintentions for that to be like really shitty. like if they follow, if they follow what we see as morally right, then it's a no issue. But they have access to that, and so what's to say that they don't decide that they're going to use it for something we don't like?
So manipulate the footage to.
Well, I mean, yeah.
What's something we might not like?
I don't know. I don't have an actual argument.
Your
No,
car
but-
just
but-
happened to be seen driving on that street when you were supposed to be somewhere else at that point in time of the day.
Well,
maybe.
then you were supposed to be somewhere else. That's on you.
No, I know, but that's probably what the argument is, right?
But again,
I
at
don't
that
want
point
to
you
be
have something
filmed.
to hide.
What if there's someone with that access that is stalking someone or trying
There
to
you
keep
go.
tabs on someone?
There you go. There you go. Now you're getting some.
so here would be my argument. I don't think we're worried about the police state or the surveillance state as much as we are of misuse of technology. Because regardless if the person works in a position where they have access to that technology or not, if they want it bad enough, they will get it. So if those
Yeah.
Wi-Fi cameras are out there and someone wants the footage off of them bad enough, they'll find a way to get it. There's viruses and hacks and mail bombs and all kinds of stuff that you can drop through the internet to gain access to the network. And then once you have it, you've got it. I mean, I bet you 30% of the households in our area have systems in them that you could probably hack through because either they're not updated properly or they've got something installed they're not aware of, whatever, or they're already part of a botnet. So if a person wanted access to that footage, they can already get it with or without being part of the police state, so to speak. So I hear what you're saying, and yes, I agree that it's an issue to a point, but I don't understand why everyone's always like, well, you know what happens after? No, I don't actually.
No, because nobody ever tells you.
No one ever
Yeah.
gets to the point of saying, like,
Yeah.
what is the actual thing that we're scared of with the surveillance piece? Or people are, I should say we
It's
are.
the big brother fear, I think. Of,
But what does that mean?
You don't want to have people keeping tabs on you.
They know everything about
Yeah.
what you
They know
do all
when
the
I get
time.
up, what I had for, like they're watching me.
I still don't care.
I'm with you. I agree.
My neighbor could sit in her front porch or her back porch, whatever, and look out her window and watch every time my light goes on and off, and when I walk down the hallway and I'm visible through a window, and chart it all in a book.
And you'd be fine with that.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
What
no.
effect does that have on you?
It's kind of taking away some of your personal freedoms, I think, of like privacy.
Maybe he likes being watched.
But what?
Do you?
Okay.
Yes.
But he could close the curtain up.
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
No, but
Problem solved.
He can turn a light on.
No, use
He-
curtains.
He can turn a light on,
Oh,
sneak
so-
out the back, and then go up to a window. I'm
that's
not
it-
in there.
If that's it, then good on you. If that's the thing that's weirding you out, is the fact that someone could be watching you.
Yeah.
But to what end is what I don't get. Is what are we?
What are they
fearful-
getting out of it? Yeah.
What-
And that's, I don't know.
That's.
honestly
I mean, so what if they do?
Cat and asshole?
I don't know. That's why I brought it up. I asked the question.
But even not knowing is concerning, though.
We really need a Hey Google on here. We need to have, Google needs to be part of so that we can ask shit like this and see what it says. Just for the fun of
Not
asking.
without a paycheck. I need some of that Google money.
Need some of that Google money.
Oh no! I thought you wanted to be the Hey Google. Not without a
hey,
paycheck.
yeah.
Be careful. You might shut my camera off. No, you're gonna shut my camera off.
Oh yeah, probably.
No, I've already started the trigger. All is asked.
Oh, okay.
So, what do you want to ask?
Why should I be afraid of surveillance cameras?
Here we go. Exciting stuff, folks. Exciting stuff.
Secure your home for as little as $1.25 a day. Call now for a free quote.
So we're scared of advertising.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to
Yeah.
watch everything you do and go, "Oh, he likes the Tide cold water formula."
I saw an ad. I was watching. I went to watch a YouTube video, and the ad before it was a company that was trying to scare you away from Google and Facebook because they are targeting you, and they were showing, it was all cartoony stuff showing how they target you and everything. And I thought, everything I watched, I was of the same opinion that you are of the cameras. He's not looking at me.
I was just sort of.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't know what he was reading. I watched it and I went, okay. And like, they're targeting ads. They're watching everything you do, and then they're sending you ads. And then they find out how to target you in such a way that you will purchase these items. And I'm like, that's a little heavy-handed. I mean, yeah, they're going to show me the ad over and over again.
The first time
Probably.
someone showed me targeted advertising on being used, on my computer, I went,
Yeah.
"So they're selling me the things that I want to buy."
Exactly.
Scary.
Yeah.
The
And,
problem is after the implementation, they're showing you things you've already bought.
That's what I hate.
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
yeah, I hate that too.
I
Yeah.
bought this last
Yeah.
week, and now I get them every.
And I don't know. That would be the next step. Is watching, so targeting you, and then getting a hold of your purchase history somehow to say, oh, Brent already bought a tuxie, so we don't need to give him ads for this. But that company has a new product, and we need to show him that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
where the next step
The
is going
Foxy.
to be. So at that point, they are going to be accessing private data because they're going to want to get, if they can get it from these companies, what did Brent Underhill buy? What has he already purchased? Because we don't need to sell
See-
him that stuff unless it's a repeatable, like it's a box of cereal. Well, we need to give him ads for cereals on sale at the Superstore.
See, I think Amazon could be doing that already, but they don't. And here's what I mean: Amazon knows what I've purchased,
Right.
what account I'm logged in with. The cookies are always stamped in the machine, whatever you want to, look at. However they do that.
Right.
Yet something I ordered, received, own, sitting in my home, will routinely show as an Amazon targeted advertisement in my news feed on Facebook or in my search history or search results on Google.
Yeah.
And it's like, you guys know what I bought. Why are you trying to tell me again to order the same damn thing?
Would that not be a waste of advertising?
Is it a disposable item though?
No.
No.
No, like the
Every item is disposable.
Well, true, yes.
But like
No, but I mean, like,
It's not like buying Kleenex or anything, no. Or,
The mic that
coffee
I
supplies or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, your
the
microphone
Blue
or...
Yeti mic that I bought, I got ads for the longest time. I'm like, I already bought the fucking thing.
Yeah, I only need one.
Yeah.
So, would you be okay, going back to the cameras, would you be okay with street cameras? like in China and.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
They're already
Yeah.
here in certain spots anyhow. Not maybe Woodstock, but
Yeah.
they're in North America. They're in Canada.
They are trying to put in Moncton right now. One of the counselors used to be a rep of ours, and Sean Crosman, and he is trying to get cameras put in for a certain intersection where there's a lot of high speed
Like at the lights?
at the lights, and they want to be able to send the ticket, like an automated process.
ticketing system.
The
Yeah.
problem is that right now the laws, I think, either just in the province, I think the laws are actually written that that ticket has to be written out by a human to give to you. So that's what they're going to have changed. So that would be, if they get that all done, there would be cameras there watching traffic come through. And again, it goes back to what Ken said. If somebody is driving through that intersection and somebody gets hold of that footage and goes, "You said you were sick on Tuesday and you stayed home. Is that not your car?"
So some of the facts we're seeing roll by here: 61% of Americans are fearful of surveillance. The surveillance state. We still don't know if we've.
61% of Americans are criminals.
And that there basically
Probably.
just
Not
said.
yet,
um,
because they haven't
That's right. They have to be proven
They're in
guilty.
fear.
So surveillance cameras in public places, wherever this.
Duff.
Well, oh, it's dbeat.org. I don't know who it is, but anyway, they did a poll, and 42% say yes, they feel safer with security cameras, and 58% say no. So it seems to be a lot of negative pushback toward the technology.
Did they give reasons why, though? That's what we're trying to.
I don't want to
Well,
sit here and read the
If
whole.
Pros
if you're watching this episode and you have a fear of having cameras in public, please comment in the comment section and tell us what it is that you're afraid
Yeah,
of happening.
absolutely. Please
Yeah.
do. I would
Yeah.
love to understand. I'm not just being
Yeah.
an asshole here.
No, yeah, I'm being
Not
serious.
just.
Just,
What
yeah.
if someone wants to target a group of people? Like, let's say there's a church or a mosque or something, and someone wants to know everyone that goes into that mosque.
Can they not
in the
find
run
that
of a
out
week.
without a camera?
Well, probably not as easily. How would
Okay,
they?
so
I
the
guess?
first
Like-
con on this thing is surveillance systems are easily abused.
So they
Yeah,
can't just sit in their vehicle and watch it happen.
that's what I was going to say. You could sit in a car and watch.
Well, you could do it on a much grander scale. You could see every
Sure.
mosque in the province or every, I don't know
Yeah,
why.
true.
But nothing stops them from setting up their own camera, right?
That's true.
All right.
That's true.
All right.
Surveillance vans have been a thing for years.
Those aren't just regular vans.
Those aren't just
I thought it was free candy.
Yeah.
I know you don't have laundry in there.
So then,
but having a camera yourself can now see that guy did that. So when something does happen to those targeted people, there's now evidence
Now
to
there's
say,
proof that this
well,
guy-
yeah, they were
yeah,
here
okay.
doing that.
yeah, okay.
It goes both ways.
It's a lot of
True.
work.
True.
Not as much as we already have a Ring doorbell.
Yeah.
I'm not in favor of surveillance because I'm lazy.
Okay, so Ring doorbell. Can somebody explain what that is? That's the first I've heard that name.
It's a camera inside your doorbell button.
Okay,
But it's
all right.
also motion censored.
Ring is the company name.
Ring is the company.
And you can
Okay.
communicate back through it. So
Okay.
it has lights,
Yeah.
like LED lights in it. So you can set it to motion sensor, and when it gets tripped, to turn the lights on. So
cool.
you
Sends you
could-
a notification to your phone.
it sends a notification. If you want,
Use at the door.
Nice.
when you get the notification, you can then go and live view the camera, and you can transmit audio back through it.
Oh, nice.
So, say someone entered your yard, was taking something off your deck, you get the notification if it's fast enough, and then you live view and you see them standing there mucking about with whatever. You can turn the lights on. So now you got them lit up, and then you say, "What are you doing?" or hold it right there, or whatever you want to say to them. I don't know where you go from there. Dig up the ball.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Show us your tits.
Do you think that box will fit in your ass? Because by the time I hit the door, we're going to find out.
So
Thanks for taking that box of cat litter. It's used.
Okay, so I'll go this way. Do you? I admit we already know where you sit, but we'll clearly state
Right
it
here.
as a round table. Do you dislike, regardless whether you're fearful of it, do you dislike the idea of living in a surveillance type society, or does it bother you?
Nah, it bothered me the least.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like it?
No.
Doesn't really bother me at all.
Doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me.
Side doesn't bother me.
I mean, I have a smart TV, and it does have. It's one of the last ones that actually had a built-in webcam in the TV. But a friend of mine in the RCMP told me not to use it if I didn't have to.
But why?
Hacks.
Nobody
Okay.
wants. Well,
But what
maybe
are they
there
going
some people
to-
out there that want
You don't have to use it for hacks to work.
No, somebody could
You
hack
covered
in
it.
it.
You covered it over with
Which
tape
I
or
would
something.
still. No, I just don't. It
So somebody could.
Oh, it's-
activate it.
It has a button
Yeah.
to remove, like to put it in
Okay,
position to
so-
function.
yeah,
Put it in
stove.
position. It's
Oh, okay. So somebody.
stove.
Okay.
I was just going to say, if it's just sitting there in the
Yeah.
bezel, it doesn't matter whether you want to
That's
or
right.
not. If someone wants to turn it on, they'll turn it on.
Exactly.
But that can happen with any device you have: your cell phone, your tablet, your
Anything.
anything that has a camera on it can be fired up. And I've actually once in my life was my current laptop that I use now, not my work one either, but my current personal machine. But the one before it, my XPS that I had, was running Windows 7 on it, and it had an LED that flickered when the camera turned on the very first. When it was iterated, when the driver was activated, and I was playing a game one night, and all of a sudden I just saw the flicker out of the side of my eye, and then the light come on, the camera was live. So I just quickly took a piece of tape, stuck it over it, and then tried to. dig
Why'd
into
you
it.
put a piece of tape over it?
What's that?
Why'd you put a piece of tape over it? You don't care.
Because you have to pay to watch him wank.
That's right.
That's right.
I don't.
I will now do my.
Because he hasn't found the camera yet.
Wait a minute. What? He doesn't. You don't charge him?
Not always.
I will now do my
He doesn't know I'm
impersonation
charging
of somebody hacking into me and spying on me. Unplug.
No, I guess so. I'll go back on my statement.
They don't
Public
have to hack, they're
surveillance.
just gonna walk up to your window.
Public surveillance doesn't bother me. We did not say putting a surveillance camera in my home facing at me. That's a whole different. That's a whole different ball.
You
of
did
wax.
say you didn't care if your neighbors watched you through your windows. So.
That doesn't bother me because if I want that level of privacy,
He just
I'll
doesn't
close it
want a
off.
record of it.
But if you come in my house and put a camera up on a tripod like that and said, I'm just going to leave this here and let you know fucking where you are.
Yeah.
Not until I choose where it's facing and whether or not I'm going to be on it or not when I want to be on
It's
it.
just this the one time they will, and then they'll be like,
Yeah.
"No,
You're,
we're
you're
sorry.
talking about like
we're really
public
sorry.
cameras, like
Yeah.
the street cameras.
What about if a group comes into power that
The camera party.
is targeting a certain group of individuals, and so now they have a very easy way of seeing where members of this, like
So a political party decides to start
Exactly.
looking for.
We end up with the second coming of the Nazis, is basically.
right.
Let's leave it
Yeah,
at that.
like,
where they're going to go after a
It's
certain.
a short little slant this way, and
Otherwise known as the
Fall off
slippery
the edge.
slope.
So my argument there, again, I'm not disagreeing. That would definitely make it easier for them. But if a party like that came to power and they wanted to achieve something like
They're
that,
gonna do
anyway,
it
they're going to
anyway.
do it anyway.
yeah. So the cameras aren't evil; it's the use of them and how
Right.
they're
It's
used.
just like
But
guns.
if the cameras are there, you catch them doing it too, right? It's just as easy to get caught doing something wrong
Yeah, true.
as it is to catch somebody doing it wrong.
Look at
yeah,
how
but
many
if you're doing
criminals
the
now.
catching, then it doesn't matter if you get caught doing something.
Right, but if the cameras aren't there for both parties, then the
Yeah.
party doing something wrong is going to put the camera there and you're not going to know about it.
Yeah,
Look
but
at,
that
look at
doesn't.
how many
yeah,
it's
criminals
the
are caught
pinhole
now by
cameras that we
them
don't
recording
know.
themselves,
I-
for Christ's sake.
Okay, well, I would say this then. If that's the direction that society is going to go, I certainly want to know about it.
Right.
If it's something that comes out that, oh no, these have been in place for 10 years and they're tiny little pinhole cameras all over the place and none of us knew.
But can you send that to me so we have it put in there so people know what the hell we're laughing at?
Meme on a mug. There you go.
Someone made a better idea than we did. Damn it, meme on a
Yeah,
mug.
there you go.
Genius.
I don't think I get that meme.
I don't think you get that mean either.
It says surveillance above it. You can't
Yeah, I
whole
see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Surveillance, maybe.
Okay.
Just cameras
They
everywhere.
missed a question mark after maybe, in my opinion.
I'm actually in
That's a
favor
four.
of more cameras being put in public to the point where there's so many cameras and so many feeds that no one could conceivably watch it all. Then it doesn't matter. It's signal to noise ratio at that
Yeah,
point.
somebody's going to have to go through all that footage just to find.
I know there's AI that can do friggin' facial recognition and all that stuff, but at the same time, it comes down to. I can see your argument with if a a bad group got a hold of it.
I am paranoid. Like it is coming from a place of paranoia.
If a bad group of people got a hold of the technology, it could definitely be misused, but there's nothing stopping a bad group of people in powerful enough positions from putting that technology in place to start with. Basically, what we said,
or
right?
already using what we have in place now. I mean,
Right.
And there are good things that could, like missing kids, like, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah, there's positive usage for it as well. Yeah.
I mean, I'm totally against speed cameras because I don't like to drive the speed limit, but I like to drive slower. Thank you.
So again, that comes right back to those that fear the speed cameras are doing something wrong.
Right.
I live on the corner now, and I see so much of that traffic problem that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
What bothers me the most, though, is people will avoid the stop sign by driving through our commercial property in one driveway, out the other, without slowing down or stopping.
That's smart.
They're gonna hit somebody though.
They are. There's kids in that parking lot all the time, and they're
I
not
assume
going slow enough.
I was gonna say they're not slacking it. They're pulling right in.
Yeah.
And pulling
So
right
a camera
out.
would be a good idea there.
There's already some there, maybe.
Absolutely.
Is there?
There are, but
They don't. Nobody's
one of
watching
those
them.
things, nobody will do anything about it. Maybe it's because they have to see it themselves to write the ticket. A camera's not enough.
Yeah, there you go.
So they were
like I
put
said,
up more
that's-
as a deterrent than, like the phony security sign that says this house is protected by video surveillance when it really isn't.
Yeah. It
Not,
is like that.
not talking about Area 41 per se.
Oh, there's video surveillance. We film it every Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
And we edit what we get and put it back out. Well, I think that probably covers the topic, does it not? Did we flesh this out, or did we miss any points that you wanted to talk about?
We've covered the topic, but I don't think we got anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
No.
There's only one of us that's paranoid enough to be scared of cameras, and the rest of us don't give a fuck.
Surveillance, for or against?
Who are you talking about?
Join us next week on the Treadmill Channel, where we stay in one place and just get really sweaty over nothing.
There's a treadmill channel?
Hey, we're inviting comments in the comment section.
sorry.
So that's where we
Right.
like and subscribe to this shit if you had any enjoyment at all.
I don't know if that's allowed by the YouTube.
I get a
terms of
treadmill.
agreement. Do you have a treadmill?
I do.
Do you ever use it naked?
Yes. I might even have a video.